Hey, Joe Gilder here. I'm sitting with a guitar in my hand. What's happening? Shaking things up for the next few weeks here on the channel. I want to take you on a behind-the-scenes tour as I produce a song from start to finish and document it here on YouTube. So be sure you're subscribed if you want to check that out. It will be a Christmas song, but it's going to be a lot of fun. So before we jump into that, you're about to watch me begin the beginning phases of formulating a plan for this project. And I want to take a moment to talk about that thing itself. There's a piece that's missing from most people's bag of tricks when it comes to making music, and that is planning. Most people don't really have a plan for their projects, and most projects take forever or they never get completed. Even if this is a hobby for you, which it probably is for most people watching this channel, I would still highly encourage you to start developing plans for your projects. And I've got 3 reasons why. First of all, plans don't ruin the fun, they ensure it. Plans don't ruin the fun, they ensure it. It's actually more fun to have a plan because a plan means you're going to make progress and you're going to actually finish. I don't have any data, but I would imagine having a plan to finish a project and just saying, I'll work on it when I work on it, one of those is going to work better than the others. The second one you may never finish, or when you do finish, it's taken so long you don't even care about the song anymore. The first one, you start to gain momentum because you're constantly in progress working towards the thing, and guess what? That's actually more fun. Yes, it can be stressful at times. No, nobody likes to work up against a deadline, but having a plan and chasing after it is the stuff of dreams, really. Really, really, really. You may not believe me. Maybe just try me. Just try it on a project. You'll never go back. Second thing, Parkinson's Law is a thing. If you've never heard of it, Parkinson's Law states essentially a task will fill up whatever space you give to it. In other words, a task will take up however much time you allocate for it. For you and me, that means if I say, I'm just going to work on this on nights and weekends whenever I have some time, means I will likely never finish this thing. Or if I do, it will take 10 times longer than it would have if I had allocated some time to it and said, I'm going to finish this by such and such date. That's super important. You may think, I don't want deadlines. I have deadlines in my work. I don't want deadlines in my music. Well, then you just must not want to finish music, because that's how you get things done. I'm just saying, if you want to release music, it's got to be released at some point in time. Might as well pick a time and then go for it. You'll be super glad you did. Third thing, I like being backed into a corner, and I think you do too. Quiet you. We as musicians like to go, well, a lot of us like to go on stage and play. Guess what that is? Backing yourself into a corner. When I turn on the camera and start talking to the camera, what am I doing? I've backed myself into a corner. When I go live on YouTube, I can't stop and start over. I've backed myself into a corner. We love being backed into a corner because it forces us to perform. But if you never give yourself a deadline, if you never say, I'm going to finish this project by this date, you're letting yourself off too easy. And you'll never really hit your potential because you'll never put in enough reps and make enough music to see the progress that you want to see, and your progress will be painstakingly slow, and you'll probably just end up quitting. I know, is that dramatic? Yeah, it sure is, because life is short. I watched this documentary. I think it was on the Fender channel, Fender Guitars, Fender, and it was with Keanu Reeves talking about his band, but also I think he co-owns this like motorcycle company that like restores old motorcycles. I don't even remember, but there was a thing he said that is like stuck in my brain, and I love Keanu Reeves in general, but somebody said, he said a friend came up to him and said, do you want to start a motorcycle company? And he said, yes. And the guy said, why? And he said, because we're going to die. And it seems funny, but also like kind of profound, right? Because yeah, it's true. We gonna all kick the bucket. I would like to leave behind a whole bunch of songs. And you can't leave behind a whole bunch of songs if you don't make the intention to leave behind a whole bunch of songs. And each individual song needs a plan and needs a deadline. So this is just me gently nudging you to do this, but also showing you that I'm going to do it as well. Okay, so all plans just have 2 ingredients. I've already mentioned one of them. The first is a clear outcome. What are you trying to do? For me, I am producing a Christmas song with my kids. The second one is a deadline. When am I going to have it done? 2 weeks before Christmas. Specifically, I think 15 days before Christmas. That gives us a nice 2-week runway for people to listen. Then Christmas is here, and then no one will listen ever again. Just kidding. They'll listen again the next year, and then I'll have it to savor forever, which is delightful. So as you go into the video, so what you're about to watch is I sat down to start this process, having thought through a little bit of my plan, and I'm sharing it with you. It kind of just picks up as if I'm starting a new video because I was, but I wanted to come in and kind of give you some context before we dive in. So I'll let you see the initial planning session, which involves me kind of explaining the project to you, explaining kind of how my plan looks, and then I dive into actually finding and picking the song that we're going to use for this project. You hear that? As soon as I sat down to start recording, my son started blowing leaves because it's that time of year. It's also, we're just gonna power through it. It's also the time of year of Christmas. Sort of. I'm shooting this in early November. Christmas is around the corner, and I started a new tradition 2 years ago that I would like to continue for as many years as I can keep it up, and that is recording and releasing a Christmas song with my kids. So I have 3 children. They are in middle and high school now, and they are each musicians in different ways. And the last 2 Christmases, I released a single with them, and it is one of my favorite things of the whole year. I can't get through listening to the songs without tearing up because I'm just a proud papa. But let me switch over here and show them to you. So here are the songs that I made. This is a playlist I keep of just all my releases over the years, but here are the 2 that I made. The first is Hark the Herald Angels Sing, and then the second is What Child Is This, the most recent one. Let me give you sorry, my space is so messy right now with all the planning, but let me give you a quick snippet of those, give you an idea of where I'm coming from, because over the next several weeks here on YouTube, this is going to be a series of videos where I'm going to document the process of producing and releasing our next Christmas song. We haven't even picked a song yet, but in the next, I believe it's 5 weeks, we're going to get this thing all the way to the finish line, and I'd love to invite you to join me here on YouTube. So make sure you're subscribed. But let's switch over real quick. This is the first one we did. I just bought I just was gifted, actually, a baritone guitar. So that was the feature, and it was the song, if you're familiar with it, Hark the Herald Angels Sing. Here's how that turned out.
Hark the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King. Peace on earth and mercy mild, God and sinners rest.
So it goes on, brings in like a light drum beat, and then my daughter sings one of the verses. Here's my son on clarinet. Okay, so you get the idea. It's just what a gift to have that. You know, when they're long grown up and moved off, and like I can come back and every Christmas I get to listen to little Lila sing that song. Oh my goodness. So I want to keep doing this because it's powerful. And this isn't this, by the way, whether you love Christmas music, whether you love Christian Christmas music, regardless, like what a gift music is. if you find yourself in a place where you're not making much music and you're in a season where you haven't made much music, I get it. We all go through different seasons, but I would encourage you to find a path back to music. If not releasing music, at least just playing music by yourself with someone else. It's such a gift and it's so good for the soul. Anyway, what a time to be alive. All right, so then the next song came out the following year. They're a year older. They're a year better. So this is the hymn, What Child Is This, which is, I believe, the tune Greensleeves, if I'm not mistaken. Famous ancient tune. Maybe not ancient, but very old. And so this one kicked off with clarinet on the intro, and then my daughter sang the first verse. I came in and sang later. Here's a quick listen to that too. Just to give you an idea of the sort of the vibe we've landed on the last 2 years and trying to figure out where we're going to go next.
Shepherds watch are keeping. This is Christ.
So you get the idea. There was a clarinet solo again where he played a solo for like the third verse. He played the melody, and then his sister, so Lila is a twin. Her sister Maggie also plays clarinet, so she played a simpler like harmony part with him on the solo, which was fun. Okay, so where are we now? What am I thinking in terms of where to go first? Well, the very first thing I had to do was even just figure out a schedule to see if we could even get this done between now and Christmas. We can. The goal is to have this out 2 weeks before Christmas. That feels good. Thanksgiving's great, gives you a full month. It feels a little early. The second week of December feels pretty good. So figuring that out was helpful. I've got time, and I'll show you that now. You know what's helpful for me when I start a new project, music project, or really any project, is to look at a calendar. I will actually take, if you use a Mac, if you use the calendar app in the Mac, if you go to print the calendar, you can actually tell it to just remove all of your calendar events, and it'll just give you like a blank, like literally just a blank calendar. I'm sure you could Google it too. But what I did is I printed out November and December, and I basically based the production schedule around weeks. So thinking like one video per week, that'll also be one significant milestone for the project to get done. So I don't know how well you can see this, but this is the video you're watching right now, which is on the 12th. And so I need to figure out what song we're doing and like the plan. And that's for today. Next week, pre-production, I need to have the song mostly produced so that the following week before Thanksgiving rolls around, I can record the kids. So pre-production is get the song built out enough to where the kids can record and sing their parts. And then the following week, which would be the first week of December, finish production and then mix and master and release by December 10th. That's the plan going forward, and I actually looked at it a little bit further and finished up with this. So this is kind of where I'm sitting at right now. The same thing I just showed you, but I like to think of it in terms of weeks. So what am I accomplishing this week? What has to get done this week? And then when is it that thing due? So this was helpful because the release week is basically the video, and then the shoot week is the week. So those are all dates for Monday. So during the week of the 3rd, for example, if we think of this as week 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, actually that'd be helpful. I'm gonna write that real quick. So here's how that shakes out by weeks. Week 4 is Thanksgiving here in the U.S., so I don't want to have to do anything that week. The kids are off school. I'm off. We'll spend time with family. We'll spend time together. Not if we do some recording that week, great, but I didn't want to have to do anything that week. So that means basically we have 5 weeks to get this stuff done. Week 1 will be what we're looking at right now, figure out what we're going to do, what song. Week 2, pre-production, we'll get that done. And then week 3, I'm going to record the kids and also finish production. So week 3 is basically recording week. That whole week, I got to get them recorded. I got to finish all my recording, my vocals, all the rest of the production stuff. Week 4, we're off for Thanksgiving. That'll be, you'll see there'll be a video that week. And then week 5 will be the final. I'll have to mix it that week so that it can come out the following week, if that makes sense. So I'm thinking in terms of weeks. And so I've got the plan in place with a kind of the easiest for me is to think of life in terms of weeks. And so I'm thinking, okay, I got a 5-week plan to get this done. And so the name of the game for this video and this week is to figure out what song we're going to do. I have some ideas, but I also pulled out the secret tool. This is the Trinity Hymnal. This is the hymn book I grew up with at my church in Yazoo City, Mississippi. I think I might have stolen this. No, I didn't. I think I bought this myself. I originally had a stolen copy that had the stamp for the church on the inside. Good job, Joe. But the section starting on number 199 is where the Christmas songs are. So I'm going to use this to help me kind of figure out maybe my list of like top ideas for songs, and then go run it over with the kids and see what they want to do, and we'll kind of land on something. One of the interesting pieces that I learned the hard way last year is that not every key that is fun for me as a guitar player works well for clarinet and then French horn. Lila plays French horn. I'm not sure how much we're going to use that, but realizing it needs to be in a key that can work, because they play, if it has a bunch of sharps for them, they're not great. So I've settled on the key of F or A minor, and we're going to see if that can work. But, and if it works for the song and the melody, but that's the other piece I have to figure out, is the key of the song. Last year we had to change the key after recording a bunch of stuff using like actual transposition software inside of Studio One, which ended up working. I didn't like that approach. So let's figure out. The first option is It Came Upon a Midnight Clear. Okay, that's a peace on the earth, goodwill from heaven's all gracious key. That's pretty. The 3 major peace on the earth. That'd be a hard one, I think, for my daughter to sing. It's a big jump. Also, when it goes to the 3 major like that, so I'm playing it in C on capo 5. When it goes to that E major 7 or E dominant 7, it really locks you in like what you can do musically. Like if I wanted to re-harmonize this, peace on the earth. I don't know. That was the wrong chord, but we'll see. That's maybe an option. Let's do this. Let's add it to the list. It Came Midnight. Right, like a serial killer. Let's see, what else? Oh, Little Town of Bethlehem. This is one that we've considered. What is that chord? I don't know what that chord is. Oh, it's a 6 major. It's another one that kind of, the melody pigeonholes you into a certain chord progression, because it does that 3 major again. And in the dark she shine of the earth. But could be cool. It's a sweet melody. The hope, and I love the line, the hopes and fears of all the years are met in thee tonight. That's pretty good. But the all the years are met in thee tonight. It's high though. Be too high for my daughter. All right, keep moving. A Little Town Possibility. Hark the Herald, we did that one. Away in a Manger. I just don't like it that much. Don't know that one. Oh, Come All Ye Faithful. Ooh. Oh, come all ye faithful, joyful and triumphant. Oh, come ye to bear. Whatever. Come and behold him. That's also high. F may not be the right. I may have to change my premise that F is the right way to go. Come and behold him, born the King of angels. Oh, come let us. That'd be interesting. Oh, come let us adore him. Oh, let us adore That's maybe 208. Oh, come faithful. All right, let's see. Let's keep rolling. Silent Night, not my favorite. God rest ye merry gentlemen. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy. Just those words don't mean a lot these days. What child is this? We did. Angels we have heard on high. Glow in excelsis Deo. Maybe. I don't know. I'd like it to be something that I would never say Gloria in excelsis Deo in a day-to-day conversation. Angels from the realms of glory. Lo, how arose ere blooming. Nope. Go tell it on the mountain. Could be fun. I don't know. I'm losing. Maybe I have to go somewhere else. Hymn book is letting me down. I was really hoping for lots of. I don't know any of these. Well, shoot. The other option is I can go look inside my. I don't know if I have access to it. So I used to be on staff years ago at my church, and I would put together the worship services around Christmas time. Nope. I no longer have access to all of those because I'm not on staff anymore. That would have been useful. The other thing I can do is look at my Christmas playlist. So I keep a playlist of my favorite Christmas tunes that we listen to. Joy to the World could be interesting. Joy to the world, the Lord is come. Let us receive her King. Let every heart prepare. Oh, I just got goosebumps. Joy to the World could be cool. The key is killing me, though. I don't know.
Let every heart, the Lord is come.
What is that? That's an F. The Lord is come. That's too low. What's another key that works for clarinet and French horn? B flat, probably?
Joy to the Lord
That's interesting. So if it was B flat, assuming B flat would work.
Joy to the Lord is come. Let me see
There's something there. Just enjoy it.
joy to the world, joy to the earth, joy to the world, 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 joy to the world. Joy to the earth, joy to the earth, joy to the earth. He rules the world with truth and grace, and makes the nations prove the glories of His righteousness and wonders of His love and wonders of His love and wonders and wonders of Joy to the earth, joy to the earth, joy to the earth.
That might be the one. Sorry, I get that I'm making a video right now. I've said this many a time, but the reason I hold up this dumb sign, the Goosebumps alert sign, is because I just want to make a visual representation, like if I'm listening to something, for you to know that I got goosebumps while I listen to it. Sometimes this is while I'm doing critiques of people's work, so like they can see like, oh, he got goosebumps out of it. It's become a badge of honor for my VIP members when I hold this up. But the reason I do it is when the music, whatever it is, when art creates a physical reaction in your body, whether that's goosebumps, dancing, stank face because it's got a cool beat, or like tears, or you just get lost and the world fades away. We've all experienced it, right? That's important to note. I use that almost as like a compass to know if I'm moving in the right direction. And what just happened, it may have meant nothing to you. I'm very aware that I might have just had a weird moment that no one else gets. But for me, something happened just then and I got lost in it. And I may go look at more songs to potentially use, but I'm in general, when I encounter something that impacts me and I'm like trying to make decisions about something, whether it's a song to record or a direction to go in business or like a job to take, if you like that kind of stuff, the thing that impacts me is I take special note of that. And that was just a fun little moment. And I can hear it. I can hear it working. I can hear that
Joy to the world, joy to the world, joy to the earth.
Joy to the earth, maybe. But I could hear my kids singing it with me, I think. The key might not be right, but I wonder if it went back to F. That's too high. Anyway, I had a moment, and I think Oh Holy Night is a good one also that my wife suggested. It's just not, it's hard to sing.
Oh, holy night, the stars are brightly shining. It is a night of our dear Savior's birth. Long lay the world in sin and never pining till He appeared, and the soul felt its worth. A thrill, that's an earth thrill of hope. The weary world rejoices, for yonder breaks a new and glorious morn. Fall on your knees, oh, hear the angel voices. Oh, night divine, when Christ was born.
Yeah, it's got such a big range. And I've got to sing it, and my daughter's got to sing it.
On your knees, oh,
That's a D? That's high for her. High for me. Shoot. That's why that key is hard. So what if it was in... The stars are brightly shining. It is a night. If it's low for me, that's fine. The night of our dear Savior's birth. That's too low. Long lay the world. She and I could also sing in the same register. In fear and there pining till he appeared, and the soul found in the river of hope. The weary world rejoices, for yonder breaks a new and glorious I mean, I wouldn't be able to sing that without feeling silly. Night. Or singing it like Jeff Buckley, which he's cool, but I don't know if I can pull that off. It could, maybe I don't sing. Maybe it's her. I produced this for Homestead Collective. I was in that key. And she's a female singer, and she sounded great on it.
It's worth a thrill of hope.
A thrill of hope. I liked that. It'll go on the list. I think Joy to the World is still the one, though. But that also connected with me a little bit. So, all right. Well, from here, Silent Night. Silent Night. Oh, Silent Night. Let's get back to this F. Silent Night. All is calm, all is bright, round young virgin mother and child. Holy infant, so tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace. Sleep in heavenly. Silent Night might be good. Except it wasn't a silent night, right? Like a baby was born. Babies aren't silent. Theologically not great, but it's possible. All right. I've got my list. I'm going to go mull over it, share it with the kiddos, see what they think, and I'll report back. Okay, I'm back. It is days later. I'm already behind schedule, but I'm pumped about what transpired. So the evening of what you just watched, the kids came home from school. I called Lila my daughter up to the studio. I was like, hey, come listen to this with me. And I played her that Joy to the World bit that I came up with. And I said, hey, why don't you sing it with me? And we sang it together, and then I taught her the harmony for the Joy to the World thing, and then we sang that. So we sang that together. I broke down crying because it was so sweet, and I'm just a big softie. And then I just propped my phone up over there at that desk and we sang it real quickly together just to capture the idea. And I could not be more excited about it. Let me play that. It's a crappy quality recording, but let me play that for you now. 1, 2.
The first two, Joy to the Earth, I messed up. I went like your level.
You sank to my level.
She's got such a sweet voice, and it's fun to hear how like her voice has like evolved just over the last, I guess, 2 years. We did one 2 years ago, then one last year, and this is our third. Anyway, and then that we were singing Joy to the Earth. I think it'll just be Joy to the World because that's the name of the song. But her singing harmonies and just picking it right up after I taught it to her. And that little riff also came to me while I was just playing. So all of those things combined to make JoJo real excited about what this is going to be. So really, the core of like the goal for this week was to choose the song and to start to identify like how's this thing going to sound. Just so you know, there are producers out there who they start to work on a project and they can hear the final version before they begin. I'm not one of those. You don't have to be one of those either. I just can have a general idea of like the size of the production. Is it a small production, medium, large? This one's probably going to be squarely a medium production for me, which generally just means no like drums, real drums. There might be like a pulsing kind of a kick drummy thing. And I know that I want my oldest to play clarinet. I want Lila's twin to play clarinet and come up with some harmony parts for them. I want to really he's really gotten to the point where he can play these nice, fast 16th note runs, like that kind of joy to the world. And I know I want to experiment with some cool harmonizations. So like go to a flat 7 in there, but not too much. So these are all, now that I know the song, and I know the vibe, even just the general vibe of either fingerstyle to the world, the Lord is. Like that's the vibe, or maybe even no pick, just like joy to the world. That gives it a more of a boom chuck, boom chukka, boom chukka vibe, which. Maybe both. I've also been on a Radiohead kick where they do a lot of like, for slower songs, like 3 electric guitars, all doing fingerstyle stuff and different voicings. That's intriguing to me. But all of that is fairly ancillary to the fact that we have picked the song, and I'm very excited about this one. The song has 4 verses in the hymnal. I think we're going to do 3. And then have an instrumental section. I still have to figure out like what the structure of the song will be. But having the song itself, the vibe, and then we wrote that little kind of joy to the world to make it our own. Those pieces in place, I feel real good about it. So now, between now and next week, I need to do the pre-production on this, which is the skeleton of the song needs to be there so that I can then start recording the real parts with my kids, write the real parts, and then record them. What's cool is I can write them using keyboard and MIDI in Studio One. It will give me the sheet music that I can print out and give to them so they can practice or just look at it while they're playing. I'm not asking them to play by ear. That would be crazy. But yeah, long but fun road ahead, and also trying to figure all this out while also hopefully not doing any work over Thanksgiving break. We'll see. We'll see. But I hope you're along for the journey. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss these as we go through this process. But wish me luck. And if you want to join me, leave a comment below. Let me know what song you're working on. All right. I'll see you in the next one.